Hey everybody, 5x5 Precision here. Today I want to go and do an overview of the Crush It rifle mounted timer and data card system. The first thing I want to go through is show everybody how simple the timer is. I have some questions on the dry fire training groups sometimes, and it really is a super basic timer. You can't adjust the beeps, it's not backlit, it doesn't turn off, it's always ready for you. It's a count up or a count down timer, and there's really only 3 buttons to make it work. If you want to use it as a countdown timer, then you'll set the time on here by pushing the minute or second button, and it'll increment as you would expect, and then you'll just push the start time. If you want to stop it, reset it, then you would push the stop again, and the outside 2 buttons will reset the timer. If you want to use it as a count up timer, just push the start stop button in the center. It does not shut off, but honestly, I've been using it the same timer for a year, and it hasn't needed a new battery. But if it does, they're super cheap lithium batteries. LR 1130 battery is what it uses. There's a ton of different mounting options. I recommend starting with the Picatinny as long as you got room on your rail, and it is super flexible, easy to come off and on your rifle with the thumb screw here. And the nice thing about it is too, you can leave it on your rifle when you put it in your case, fold it up against your rifle, either facing towards your rifle or away from your rifle, whatever works for your particular setup. There's lots of flexibility. There's all types of mounting options though. If this isn't working for you or doesn't fit on your rifle setup, then I've got some dedicated mounts. This is the MDT. We got a Warren Skyline scope mount, 30 and 34 millimeter scope rings that mount right to the scope tube itself, Arca mount, and this is the spur mount. If there's something that doesn't work for you, let me know, and I'll see if I can work it out, because you know, if you need it, then somebody else probably does, so I'm usually willing to work on it with you to figure something out. The next thing I want to review is the data card. I've really started to love having this on my rifle. I used to use an old school wrist coach, like football, you know, arm board that I would write on. This allows me to keep my face on the rifle and make sure that I don't have to, you know, move my head and break my cheek weld to check my data or my dope or my next target. The thing that it does well is it gives you a few different options. So you can center up the card right underneath the timer. You can move it over towards your rifle. You can move it away from your rifle. You can run it vertically. You could even cut this card down, because I've got this thing, it's like a 2x2 square. You can cut this thing down to this size and use it in a smaller configuration. One more tip I'll give you is I don't actually write on the card itself. I write on some white duct tape, and then when you're done with the stage, you can peel that tape off and stick it in your matchbook, so you have your exact data that you use for that stage, and it's quick, and you can review that when you get back to the hotel or whatever later on in the day. So that's pretty much it. One more tip I'll give you is that if you have a match where there's all the same stage times, I would let the timer itself run out, because when it runs out, it beeps, you push the center button, and it automatically restores the same time that you had. So this is just a simple example, but if you had a 5-second stage and you ran the timer and you just let it run out, then when it runs out of time, push the center button and it comes back up with the same time. That'll make it so that you don't have to reset the stage time from stage to stage, because most matches you get, the stage times are all exactly the same, and if they're different, then yeah, you'll have to reset it and re-increment the counter to get to the proper time. But for the most part, you should be able to just push that center button and have it restore the previous setting and start it over again. All right, guys, hope this helps. Have fun, stay positive, and crush it.